Hello everyone, my name is Onam Gupta and you're watching India.com Z Media. So today we have with us someone who has recently made waves with his impeccable performance in Fighter. Let's welcome the very talented Rishabh Sawhney. Hi Rishabh, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So first of all, welcome to India.com Z Media and how have you been?
Oh, but everything's been good. I've been really happy and chilling after the film. So yeah, things are looking up.
I definitely want to know how life changed after Fighter. Are you liking all the attention?
Yeah. Life after Fighter has been really good. It's been really hectic. Like before Fighter, I used to long for a time like this when I don't have free day to myself, and it's been like that since then. All the recognition, all the appreciation, everything that the audience gives is always special.
Yeah. So, Rishabh, before that, I have to know that I researched about you and I read there somewhere that you were a civil engineer. Then you
Yeah.
became an actor. How did that happen? When did you discover that your passion for acting?
I discovered my passion for acting only after I started acting. I came to Bombay on just a gut feeling, and then I started doing theater, and that's when I realized how much I love acting and how much I enjoy doing this, and how I think that this could be something that I could do for the rest of my life.
Okay.
So it was once I started acting.
So, this was not planned. This was just like key engineering के बाद you uh, just like randomly you thought it wasn't like कि चलो try करते हैं acting का.
हाँ ऐसे ही था मतलब इंजीनियरिंग के बाद आई वाज वर्किंग इन दिल्ली फॉर अबाउट 3 years. आई वाज इन अ जॉब. I did a couple of jobs actually, and then I wasn't satisfied with that work. So I just came to Bombay and started with acting.
Usually, when you are an outsider and coming to Bombay and surviving, giving auditions every day can be a bit tough. So
Yeah.
did you went all through that? How challenging was that for you?
It was pretty challenging. I came with the mindset. I did not know how difficult it would be when I came here. I had the mindset that something will happen. And I always kept that mindset with me that, if I'm here to do something and something definitely will happen.
Hmm.
But going for auditions, getting rejected every day, it gets demoralizing after a point of time. But then if you're in this industry, I feel you have to have a thick skin. I
Hmm.
mean, imagine being in this industry is like going for a job interview almost every day and getting rejected almost every day.
Yeah.
So yeah, it requires a lot of thick skin. I never let myself feel that, things will never work out. I always had this in me कि नहीं कुछ तो करूँगा.
Right.
Something will happen. And yeah, eventually that belief, that faith, the hard work, everything culminated into the film that I did.
Yeah. So, what was your family's reaction? What was your reaction when you finally got the film Fighter? Was there a sort of relief कि
Yeah, there
चलो?
was a lot of relief. Of course, there was a lot of relief. There was a lot of excitement. There was a lot of, that feeling of, okay, finally,
Yeah.
something is picking up now.
Hmm.
All the hard work. I've been here 6 years, and when I got Fighter, that was probably the happiest moment of my life. And even my family was very happy. Actually, my family were the only people I told about the film before I went on to start shooting for it. And they went berserk. They initially though it was like it was a feeling common in all of us कि it was a feeling of disbelief कि ये कैसे हो रहा है. But then when it happened, and it took time for me also to realize that okay, I'm doing such a big film, I'm doing such a big part, and I'm going to be working with such huge
Yeah.
people of the industry. So it was a feeling of disbelief in the initial bit, and then it turned into super excitement, and then the hard work and all the character preparation and all started. That was the most fun part.
So, Rishabh, I have two questions now. So, after the release, did you expect it became to be such a big hit? And secondly, at such an early in your career, did box office numbers matter to you?
So when I was shooting for the film, seeing the way the film was being made and the vision that my director Siddharth sir had for the film, I knew it's going to be a hit. because the way, like I don't know if everyone gets to know it was my first project, but I knew that this is something big, it's something special, and even the story and the VFX and everything that they brought into the film, that was unbelievable. So
Yeah.
it was going to be a hit. That was something I knew about it. Like I had a very strong feeling about it. And because it's my first film, I wasn't really thinking about the box office numbers. I was more thinking towards, getting my performance right, and, getting the film. Like I was like, I always felt that the film should not get screwed because of my performance. And
Yeah.
by God's grace and everything, it worked out really well.
Yeah. You said that, you was there any pressure that you felt that the performance shouldn't be screwed like that, you said. So,
No, I wasn't taking any pressure. Yeah. Like I had a good amount of time to prepare for the role, and during that time, I gave it all. Like I was totally just doing this. I was in my character. I was thinking about the project. I was thinking about my scenes, the script, everything, almost every day for 6, 7 months. So when I finally started shooting, there was not a lot of pressure on me as to, if my performance should be bad, because I knew I'll deliver. But yeah, there was no pressure as such.
yeah. Hypothetically, if given a chance, would you like to trade your character with any other actor in the film?
No.
No, you loved
No.
your role.
Yeah, I loved it. I completely loved it.
Okay. Your character, Azhar, especially gave me goosebumps. Especially the red eye, long hair. It gave the typical villain vibe. How did you narrow down to this look exactly, yeah?
So we did a lot of look tests. The red eye was, I think, in the plan since before I was locked in the film.
Yeah.
And hair-wise, we did like a lot of look tests. Those were my natural hair. I grew it for the film. But when we did the final permutations and combinations, the straight hair and the red eye and the specs and everything, that came out to be the best look for the film. So we went ahead with that.
Hmm. Okay. So there were like many look tests.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So my natural hair texture is curly, right? So we
Okay.
tried those looks as well. We tried a lot of different other looks, and this one was the best out of all.
So do you remember how many auditions, how many rounds were there to pass on this Azarkar?
So I gave one audition, and that was in April 2022. Then I gave another audition, which was in June 2022. And then I got locked. So then I had a meeting with Siddharth sir, and after that, post the meeting, I got locked for the film.
Okay. Great. Then, on the set of Fighter, when you realized that you have to shoot with Hrithik Roshan, what was the feeling like? What was that moment like?
I was very stoked. Like I was very happy that I'm getting to shoot with him. So when I got the film, like till the time I was not, till the time my meeting with Siddharth sir was not set up, I didn't know that I was auditioning for Fighter. It was
Acha.
just told to me that it's a film and you're doing, this is the audition for the
You
antagonist.
didn't know the
And
cast also?
nothing, I knew nothing.
Acha.
So when I was told after the second audition that, they liked the audition and Siddharth sir wants to meet you, and this audition was for this film. Then I researched about the film, and then I got to know, oh shit, this is this bigger project.
Yeah.
And when I realized that I have to shoot with Hrithik sir, I was excited. Like he's been a childhood hero for me, and like for a lot of people, my age and below and above as well. And working with him was like a dream come true. So I was just very excited about it.
Yeah. You said your like childhood dream to work with him like that. तो कोई उनकी film your favorite film जो अभी तक you love?
यार उनकी कौन सी फिल्म अच्छी नहीं है, आप मेरे को ये बताओ. I seriously, I'm not joking, or
Yeah.
I'm not just saying this to say it, but he has been exceptional in almost all of his films.
Yeah.
Be it his acting, his looks, his dancing, his
Hmm.
action, whatever you take, I feel he's like a complete package for all of that.
Yeah.
And so even his first film, Kaho Na Pyar Hai, when it came out, I was mesmerized that I did not see, I had not seen anyone look like that before in the industry.
Yeah.
And even like I love his film Guzarish.
Yeah.
He has acted really well in that one as well. And like yeah, I've loved almost all of his films.
Yeah. So, that part, and then you have to, shoot like action sequences with him. Also, that would be so tough, right? Uh,
It, sorry, continue.
no, no, that you can say. You were
No,
saying.
action sequences were a little tough because I was doing it for the first time. But
Yeah,
luckily, my mind or my body is very quick to adapt
yeah.
to the action sequences. That is what I realized while shooting the film. But no, I was really excited about the action sequences because that is something which, when I used to watch films, I used to be like, "कि ये करने में कितना मजा आएगा," and then I was actually getting to do it. With him, I was a little nervous during the action sequences because I did not want to, by mistake even, hit him or
Yeah.
like injure him.
When you realize you have to shot with Hrithik Roshan, उसकी feeling तो चलो अलग है, but then when you realize that you don't have any scene with Deepika Padukone, उसकी क्या feeling थी?
यार ये मेरे को आई गॉट टू नो अबाउट दिस थोड़ा बाद में मुझे पहले नहीं पता था कि साथ में नहीं शूट है बट व्हेन आई गॉट टू नो अबाउट इट आई वाज अ लिटिल टेकन अबैक आई वाज अ लिटिल डिसअपॉइंटेड बिकॉज़ if you're doing your first film with such superstars you would want to shoot with each and every one of them so
Yeah.
even yeah it was a little disappointing but then can't do anything about it maybe some
So,
other project I get to shoot with her.
so you met her after the like on screening trailer. How did you like what you got to know her?
So I met her on the day of the premiere, and like what happened was there was a screening in Delhi before the premiere in Bombay for the Indian Air Force, and somehow my parents had gone for that screening.
Okay.
So my parents met all of them before I met them in
Yeah.
Delhi, and on the day of the premiere, I finished my red carpet, and then she came onto the red carpet. And while she was coming off, we finally met each other, and then she asked me herself, where's your mother? I met her yesterday and then she went and hugged my mother, and that was really special. I was like, I my respect for her grew tenfold after that.
Wow.
She's a very sweet person, from what I can make out right now.
Yeah. So maybe next film, you could work with her. We would love to see you both together in a film. So,
Yeah, fingers
do
crossed.
you think a fighter के बाद वो रास्ते खुले हैं कहीं ना कहीं ऋषभ, या अभी भी वो स्ट्रगल है, कहीं ना कहीं स्ट्रगल वो खत्म नहीं हुई है?
स्ट्रगल तो देखो खत्म नहीं हुई है एक फिल्म के बाद आई बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट आई हैव गॉट ऑफर्स आई हैव गॉट फिल्म ऑफर्स फॉर अ लॉट ऑफ फॉर अ लॉट ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट्स but I'm still holding on to something that I really want to do and something I really can sink my teeth in. I'm still giving auditions, still trying to get meetings. Meetings have become it's become a little easier to meet people now because of the film. But नहीं struggle तो है अभी भी थोड़ी.
बट
Yeah.
ऑफर्स मिल रहे हैं, खुश हो ऑफर्स से?
Offers आ रहे हैं. I'm getting auditions also for bigger parts in bigger projects. So that is a plus point. But yeah, ऐसा नहीं है कि directly बड़े films या बड़े parts एकदम offer हो रहे हैं. Still have to audition for it. I have auditioned for it. I've had directors calls for projects after the film also. Let's see. Things are there in the pipeline.
So would you like to tell our listeners or viewers the kind of projects we will see you in next?
I can't speak about them
Yeah,
right now.
yeah,
They're all really hush hush.
yeah.
But yeah, very soon there'll be announcements made. So just wait for that.
Okay, no problem. We will wait for it. So, after Fighter, what kind of roles you're really looking forward to now?
So I'm open to like almost all sort of roles. There's no hesitation in my mind that I'll not do another negative role or I'll only do positive roles now. If someone asks me what I really want to do, I really want to do comedy projects right now because that is something where I'm most inclined towards.
Mhm.
So yeah, that is something that I really want to do.
But more comedy genre you
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
more explore in.
100%. I mean, it's my personal favorite genre. I love watching comedy films and web series.
That's lovely.
Uh, and I think I will perform really well in a comedy setup.
That's lovely. So, any actor jinka career graph you really look up to in Bollywood?
I think Ranveer Singh is one actor because he's done really diverse roles, and I've really loved all of his performances. And whatever role he's done, he showcased a wide range of skill set and acting in that. So that is a career graph I would like to, have. Then other than that, I think Akshay Kumar's career graph is really nice because he's done a lot of action films and then he's done a lot of comedy films.
Yeah,
And that thing I see myself doing as well.
correct.
And one more actor whose career graph, of course, is the legendary Shah Rukh Khan. I
Yeah,
mean, his career graph would be difficult to follow, but that
yeah.
is something which is
Every
exceptional.
SRK fan, for sure.
I don't know who's not an SRK fan.
For sure. Okay. So, I during these rejections, how do you stay strong? Rishabh, how do you say so thick skin? What do you do?
स्टार्टिंग में फर्क पड़ता था टू बी ऑनेस्ट जब स्टार्टिंग में नहीं मिलता था पार्ट तो एकदम लगता था शिट यार ये हो गया नहीं मिला अब क्या होगा लाइफ खत्म but
Hmm.
now after a point now you get used to it. I mean, if you ask most of the actors after I don't know how long an individual takes to realize it, but after a point you're like ठीक है audition दिया now move on to the next one. If you have to be
Yeah.
selected, if you are going to get selected, they will call you. They'll let you know on their own. But if you're not getting a call, then don't think too much about it. Don't pester the casting people by asking them कि क्या हुआ. Just let it go. If it has to come, it will come. And
Yeah.
not thinking too much about it is actually the best strategy, I feel, because unnecessarily you're not putting pressure on yourself.
Yeah. होना होगा तो हो जाएगा.
होना होगा तो हो जाएगा जो लिखा है किस्मत में वो तो मिलेगा ही.
Okay. So my last question, you mentioned in an interview that you gained 120 kgs during your college days. I and you now looking at you, it's very hard to believe. So how long did it take to, lose that many kilos? Share
So
some
I
diet and fitness tips with us.
Yeah, so I didn't gain that much weight in college. I was that much in school. All
Acha.
throughout my childhood, I was like an obese kid, and I remember distinctly when I joined college in the first day, they did our weigh-ins and they took our weight and stuff. My weight was 120 kgs, and that was in July of 2010, I think. And
Okay.
then cut to December 2010, I was 59 kgs. The way I lost weight was not really the most healthy way. I just stopped eating food at that point of time because
Acha.
I was automatically losing a lot of weight because I'd shifted to South India and the whole food, the whole culture, the whole long walks that we had to take from our hostel to college. All of that was already helping me lose weight. So I thought let's just aggravate it and make the most out of it because I come from a Punjabi family and anytime we go home we used to be force fed. पंजाबीज में
Correct.
होता है कि खिलाते रहो बस जब तक पेट ना फट जाए तब तक खिलाते रहो तो मेरे को वो चीज का बड़ा डर लगता था कि घर जाऊंगा वापस खिला देंगे तो मैं कॉलेज में जब तक था फर्स्ट ईयर में मैंने इतना वेट लॉस कर लिया था कि मैं घर जाऊं भी तो थोड़ा खा लूं तो फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा तो वो करने के चक्कर में ना आई जस्ट स्टॉप्ड ईटिंग आई वाज जस्ट ईटिंग अ पैकेट ऑफ मैगी एवरी डे एंड एनी अदर टाइम आई यूज्ड टू फील हंग्री मैं बस एक पानी की बोतल लेता था और उसको गटक जाता था so that my stomach feels full for that time. It's not the healthiest way, guys. No one should ever try this. But yeah, that time I was young, my body supported me, and I just did it. And then when I became super lean, like I was 59 kgs, my bones were protruding out of different parts of my body. I was looking anorexic, and I saw myself in the mirror, and I was like, "Nahin, yaar, this is not the right way to be." And that's when I realized I need to start working out. And then I started working out and I started following a diet. And now it's been about 8 years, 8, 9 years since I've been properly dieting, eating good, healthy food every day, and working. I've not missed a workout in the longest time. So, yeah,
That's good. Okay. So, that's it. And I just wish you all the best, Rishabh. Thank you so
thank
much
you.
for joining with us. And I just hope more fighters for you. We wish you like to see you more upcoming projects where we can hoot for you. And thank you and all the best.
Thank you so much.